Hey kids, welcome back to the next episode of the Incredible Kids Podcast. My name is Moritz Siri, and I will be your host through this incredible journey. We are going to meet many incredible kids. They are going to share with us their stories. Some of them super cool and different like you've never heard before, and some you may say are just ordinary, but all of them incredible. If you have great ideas, email me today at ikidspodcast@gmail.com. And now it's time for
Incredible Kids!
Hi, everybody, and I'm Moritz Siri. Welcome back to the Tehillim Army Thursday night program. Tonight, we have a couple important things going on, but what should I start with? Okay, first I'm going to start by saying thank you, Hashem, that I had a boost of energy yesterday, and I cleaned up my studio a little bit, and I added some things to the walls, but I also got a very new thing right here next to me that I want to show you. And this is maybe not like as exciting as like a big colorful poster behind me, but which is not here. It's on that side. You can hardly even see it. But what I do want to show you is that tonight's we have a guest tonight and we have a game tonight. So I didn't forget nothing. So far so good, right? So our guest tonight is Rabbi Goldman. Rabbi Yerachmiel Goldman is somebody who lives in Baltimore, and I met him last night for the first time, and he has known about Tehillim Army, and he gets a big mazel tov because he wrote a sefer, he wrote a book, and he brought it over to my house last night, and it's adorning my desk right now. And actually, I stayed up the whole night reading the sefer, and so now I'm making a siyum. I'm kidding. I didn't read it yet. No, but I did look through it and it's beautiful and I'm excited to learn it. And I'm also even more excited. Well, let me hold it up. So this is what it looks like. And by the way, this is not like an advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Like, like sometimes like I advertise things like buy this book or get this thing. I mean, I don't do that so often, but you know what I mean? This is not an advertisement. This is a beautiful thing. And Rabbi Goldman is actually with us here tonight, and he is going to explain shortly why this sefer is so important that he just wrote. And the reason why I say it's a mazel tov is because it's a very big accomplishment to be able to take Torah and put together different ideas for people to understand Torah better and love Torah better and live better Torah lives. So this is very cool because it's about Parsha and Tehillim. So I think you know why it's important for the Tehillim Army. But I don't know if you know this about me, but I love Parsha. Anyone here like Parsha? Let me see. Raise your hand if you're a fan of the Parsha. Like who here loves learning Parsha in school? Because it's always one of my favorite things. The Bosch family likes the Parsha. Let me see. Keep those hands up. The Pritzkers enjoy the Parsha. The Waldmans, the Margolises. Let me tell you something. Sefer Bereshis, like the first, right now we're still in Sefer Bereshis, right? I mean, it goes pretty quickly. Like we're already in Parshas Chayei Sarah this week, but it goes pretty quickly. But Sefer Bereshis has like the coolest Parsha stories in it. It's like Hashem didn't like write the Torah for us to like treat it like it's like a story, like, and today we're going to read the story of Abraham and Yitzchak. No, but there's such interesting things that happen in the Parsha, and there's so many lessons for us. So this sefer really gets me excited. So we're going to talk about that. And tonight at the end, when we do our raffles, we're going to do swag packages of Incredible Kids fun stuff. And we're also going to I have 2 more of these farm for some lucky winners over here. Okay. So that's going to happen in a moment. But first, I have some really, really important announcements. Number 1 is that you need to have a second device to play the Kahoot game. So I'm so happy that we have so many beautiful, delicious families here with us. And in order to play the Kahoot game, you're going to need a second device. So anyone who's played this before knows what I mean. Like you can't really play the game well and play. And when I say well, like you have to be quick in order to win. You have to get the right answers and do it quickly. So in order to do it properly, you're going to need a second device. So that's why I put it on the note in the chat like the other day. But in case you didn't get that memo, we're not starting yet. So someone in your house with a second device, you go to Kahoot.it. I think that's the website. Kahoot. .it, Kahoot, It. And then soon I'm going to give you a special PIN number that you're going to enter into that website, and you're all going to be able to get into the game. This way you could see the game on the screen over here, where I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see me in the game. Plus, you'll be able to play the game from your device, and things will be awesome. So that is how we're going to play Kahoot today. And it's going to be so fun. And the coolest part about the game is that we've been waiting to do this game for such a long time, because when we did it, like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago. Who was here? Who was here for the Kahoot game like 6 months ago? Was it so fun? So yeah, you guys loved it. So so many people are like, can we do it again? Can we do it again? So I'm so excited. And you guys made up the questions. So I asked in the Tehillim Army WhatsApp chat groups, I said to the parents, please tell your children, I want you to help me make these questions up. Don't worry if you didn't have a chance to. It's fine. It's still gonna be super fun. But there are 25 questions, and they all came from incredible kids. Now, obviously, I couldn't use everyone's questions because 25 doesn't really equal the amount of people that we have here, but it'll be fun if your question is incorporated into our game. Okay. Now, most importantly, our dedications for tonight. Number one is we have our same anonymous sponsor who anonymously has been sponsoring week after week after week of Tehillim Army. So I thank you so much. I know the whole Tehillim Army thanks you so much for making this possible. And also, a very, very special sponsorship of the week of Tehillim Army, but by the Grouse family. Happy 11th birthday, Mazel Tov, Free, Ruchi, and Malki. You are a tremendous source of nachas to the entire family, and we couldn't be prouder of you. Keep being the amazing individuals you are, bringing light and joy wherever you go. With all our love, your family. Hold on a second. Are you guys triplets? I just clapped. Hold on. I need to see. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on. Are you related? Related? Are you them? No. Yes? Oh, these are the triplets. Hold on. Can you unmute? There's more than 3 people here. Maybe they're quadruplets.
I'm the sister.
Oh, you're just is that hard for you to be like the sister of the triplets? No? It's like they probably get so much attention. Well, hello, happy birthday, triplets. Are my eyes seeing right? Well, you're not identical triplets, are you? I was gonna say, that's weird. You two look alike, but you don't. So you're identical twins and then a triplet. I know, but it's like a mix and match situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to meet you guys. What are your names?
Rabbi.
Right. Oh, wow. And come on, and your sister. Big round of applause for the sister of the triplets.
Goldie.
Goldie. Nice to meet. Where do you guys live?
Monsey.
Oh, that's where I'm from. What neighborhood?
Airmont.
Airmont. Okay. Well, that's where I'm not from. Okay, nice to meet you guys. Maybe I'll see you in Muncie next week. Okay. Isn't that fun? Triplets? I don't know why it makes me excited. I've met triplets before, but I just wasn't expecting it. And it's cool when it's their birthday. They all have to share a birthday. It's like, I wonder if I forgot to ask them if they get 3 cakes. Okay, next time. Happy birthday. And okay, now separating situations, then this dedication, one more dedication for tonight. And this dedication means a lot to me. And I'll tell you why in a second. Tonight is sponsored by Ellie and Siri Loeb. Now, don't be fooled. The mother's name is Siri. We are related, but we're not related, like not because of our names. With tremendous gratitude to Hashem for all the miracles our family has experienced this past year, and in honor of Mort Siri and all of the incredible kids who have been along with us for the journey, and especially in honor of Bat Sheva, who is one incredible kid. So, I don't know how many of you already heard that there's a brand new episode of Incredible Kids podcast that I put out today while many of you were in school. I see some people going like this. That's like the Bis Yaakov cheer, right? When you silent cheer. So I don't know how many of you heard it, but Baruch Hashem, it has been 1 year. It's around the 1 year anniversary since Batsheva started having issues with her heart. And Baruch Hashem, she was able to get a brand new heart. And if you want to hear Batsheva's story, her episode came out today. There's already been so many people telling me that they heard it. I can't believe it because it's almost an hour long, but I guess people wanted to hear it like right after school. So if you like if you've seen this picture, this is Batsheva. Maybe some of you recognize her. Do you recognize her? Because she's always on Incredible Kids. So, but you're gonna hear in her interview, Batsheva, that um that she was actually in the Tehillim army with us on the day that she got a new heart. So we've all, without even knowing it, we've been part of her journey since basically the beginning. And Baruch Hashem, she's doing well, and she wants to share her experience with all of you. So listen to the podcast. And now I am so excited to first introduce Rabbi Goldman, and then we're going to play Kahoot. So make sure that that second device is near you, and make sure that you all have your Tehillim with you at all times. Which I always try to have within arm's reach. Tehillim. Never leave home without your Tehillim. Never leave the room without your Tehillim. Kidding. Okay, let's see if we could find Rabbi Goldman. And of course I didn't ask him what his Zoom name is. So 1 second, let me look. Oh, I see. Okay, don't change it. I see you. Oops, you were unmuted already. 1 second. Ask to unmute one more time. That was my mistake. Here, Rabbi Goldman, could you? Oh, there you go. Hi, welcome to the Tehillim Army.
Hi, everybody. Shalom Aleichem. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, number one, thank you to Moritziri, of course. And thank you to everybody who's here. This is probably one of the most kadosh places in the whole world right now. And Moritziri knows that, and you all know that. But for me, this is so, so special to be here with all of you, to be here with family and friends who are also tuning in, and some of your regulars and supporters, the Tendlers from Passaic, the Grolls from Passaic, the Warrens from Cleveland, and so many. Really, this is truly such a kadosh makom right now, an admas kodesh. You're on holy ground, and it's a zechus to be here and to share a little bit about my project and my story. So
thank you. Well, thank you for being here, Rabbi Goldman. And I'm gonna turn my screen unspotlighted, but I'll be here if you want to holler for if you want to like spotlight anybody or anything. Yeah. And I have your safer here, and I apologize that I didn't stay up the whole night reading it. But maybe Friday night. It's early these days.
Okay. Thank you so much. And again, everybody, I just want to start off with a quick question. Who here, raise your hand if you like a treasure hunt? All right, I see a lot of hands. Who doesn't like a treasure hunt? Everybody loves a treasure hunt. To search for something that's lost, to search for something that is ancient, to search for something that's hidden, and to search for something that's priceless is what a treasure hunt is all about. When I was a kid, when I was your age, and even now, a treasure hunt is something that is so exciting, to find something that's lost. And that, my friends, is something that I've been doing together with my daughter Shifra since she's 11 years old, and with my whole family, my wife and kids, and many of our friends. We've been on a treasure hunt for many, many years. We haven't only been searching for a priceless treasure of gold and silver, but we've been searching for a priceless treasure of lost Torah and lost Tehillim in particular. Because it turns out, and you're part of a group that's part of the first that's going to be reminded of this, there was an ancient minhag, an ancient custom that is lost. And what we're trying to do here is to bring it back to life. And what is that ancient minhag? Apparently, and what we're working on, is that there was an ancient minhag, that there was one special kapitel Tehillim, one chapter of Tehillim for every single parsha, a separate one, a unique one for every single special parsha. Of course, we all know Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbos is the kapitel Tehillim that we say for every single Shabbos of the year without change. But each and every parsha, Parshas Bereishis, has its own kapitel. Parshas Noach has its own, Lech Lecha has its own, and so on and so forth. It's a minhag that I first discovered dates back to the 1800s, and that's not so long ago, and yet the minhag, the custom, is lost. And it turns out that the minhag dates back much, much further, over 1,000 years. And Nebuch, the minhag, is lost. And so what my little sefer does is it shows you a list of every single parak of Tehillim that corresponds to each parsha, and it tries to unlock the secret and the connections and the buried treasure behind each and every parsha, to enhance our parsha, to look through the Parshas HaShavua in a different way, to look at it through the eyes of David HaMelech, and to trace through not just one or two ideas, but to go through the Kapitel Tehillim for each parsha, pasuk by pasuk by pasuk, to show how it's really, truly connected from Tehillim to parsha, and from parsha to Tehillim. This week's parsha, we all know, is Parshas Chayei Sarah. And it happens to be that the Kapitel Tehillim is Kapitel Mem-Hey, number 45. And we don't have time. We're going to read it together. We're going to recite it together and daven it together to Hashem in just a few moments. But I just will provide you with some highlights of these buried treasures, hidden things. And part of the treasure hunt that my family and I went on is to search through and to dig through the Gemaras, to go through Talmud Bavli, to go through Talmud Yerushalmi, to go through Midrashim and Medrash Tanchuma and Medrash Rabbah and Zohar HaKadoshes and all kinds of Svarim HaKadoshim, and to try to search and search and search for connections to the Parsha. I just lost some of my lighting here, so hold on one more second.
Let's go on a treasure hunt to find him.
Yes, I was buried treasure for a second, but I'm back. And to go through all of the Chazals and try to dig and dig and deep, hafach ba, v'hafach ba, the chula ba, to dig deep, to try to find the connections between the Kapitel Tehillim and the Parsha. And so without proving it to you at the moment, because we just don't have the time, it turns out that this Kapitel Tehillim that we're going to recite in a few moments on Parshas Chayei Sarah is in perfectly as expected. Nebuch, just like Sarah Imenu, passes away at the beginning of the Parsha, and Avram Avinu passes away at the end of Parshas Chayei Sarah as well. This Kapitel Tehillim Mem-Hey, 45, is actually a hesped. It's a little bit of a eulogy for Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu. And when you dig into it, you'll see that. It's also not just a hesped, but it's a tribute to the beauty of the relationship between Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu. It's a tribute and a celebration of their life together as individuals and their life together as a couple. And the same is true of Rivka Imenu and Yitzchak Avinu, who are also the stars of Parshas Chayei Sarah. And it's really remarkable. As you dig into it and you study it, you'll begin to see these connections. Kapitel Mem-Hey discusses Avraham Avinu and Sarah Imenu as the first king and queen of the Jewish people, and it summarizes their whole life story and their whole history. You don't see it directly. When you go through the Kapitel Tehillim, you might think that it's talking about David HaMelech as the king, or perhaps it's talking about future kings, perhaps it's talking about Melech HaMashiach, and that's all true. But at the same time, when you dig deeply and you study the Chazals that relate to this Kapitel Tehillim, you see that it is truly also talking about Avraham and Sarah and Yitzchak and Rivka.
Rabbi Goldman, can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Sure.
I'm freaking out right now. I never knew this, and I'm having a crazy memory. And I'm very, very emotional right now. I want to tell you why. And I don't even care if everybody hears, because I feel like this is so weird, okay? As you're talking about Parak Mem-Hey and you're talking about Avram and Sarah being the king and queen, which I've never heard anyone say that before, but it makes sense. They really are. I'm going through the Parak in my Tehillim, and I'm like, no, this can't be. And I'm like, this is. Basically, many years ago, before I got married, you guys listening? Because you could listen. This is not private. Many years ago, before I got married, so I was 20 years old probably. I went to Eretz Yisrael by myself, with family, but by myself. And I spent the day at Ma'aras HaMachpelah. Okay, this is really crazy. And everybody here knows who's buried in Ma'aras HaMachpelah. Obviously, Avram and Sarah, and Adam and Chava, and Yitzchak and Rivka, and Yaakov and Leah. Okay, good. Baruch Hashem. I knew it. So I was by the kever of Sarah Imenu, and with the Tehillim. I didn't know Tehillim so well. I didn't know Tehillim so well. I wasn't a Tehillim zugger back in those days. And I picked up the Tehillim, and I was feeling very connected to Sarah Imenu in this spot. I can't explain it. Sometimes that happens to you when you go somewhere like that. And I remember I turned to Hashem, and I talked to Hashem in my own words. And I said, Hashem, I don't know which parak of Tehillim to say right now, but I'm feeling like I want to feel like Sarah Imenu. I want to connect to Sarah Imenu. I promise you, I'm not making up the story. And I don't know if I ever told anyone this story before, but as you're saying it, this is crazy. And I said, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to open up my Tehillim, and whatever I open up to, that's the parak of Tehillim I'm going to say. And and Hashem, make that be the parak that I should say, because I don't know. And my phone doesn't work in Ma'aras HaMachpelah. There's no reception, so I can't call someone and ask. So I opened up the Tehillim, and as you can guess, I know for a fact it was this parak, because I remember when I got up to the words, Pasuk Yadalid, Kol Kavuda Bas Melech Penima, that the glory of a Bas Melech, like the daughter of the king, is from the inside. Like we say that about a Jewish girl, a Jewish woman. I couldn't stop crying. I was like, that is Sarah Imenu. She understood what it means to be beautiful. We know she was like the most beautiful woman, but her beauty was on the inside. And I was like, and I remember saying, thank you, Hashem. This is exactly the parak I need. But until this day, I never knew that was the parak for Sarah Imenu until you're saying that. I'm like really, really like, I can't believe it. I can't believe what a chesed Hashem did for me in that spot as well. And I don't know how many years ago that was, but wow, that is like crazy. That is crazy, because I always remember that story when I read this parak since then.
That is really incredible. That is amazing. And
that's not exactly a mistake.
Right. Hashem just put it right there into your hands. And Kol Kavuda Bas Melech Penima is not only 100% true of Sarah Imenu and Rivka and Rachel, but it's true of all of the women and all of the girls on this call. So
Jewish girls, exactly. Wow. Wow, Rabbi Goldman, thank you for saying that. That literally is life-changing for me. Okay. Now I will rest my case.
Perfect. Well, you helped prove it. That is exactly the point. And Kol Kavuda Bas Melech Penima is exactly that. It's the tznius and the holiness and kedusha of all Jewish women and girls. And so that is another example of the many, many different facets of the life of Avraham and Sarah as examples to us in the Kapitel Tehillim. There's a lot of cool things as well. You'll see in this Kapitel Tehillim as you go through it that there's the idea of Avraham Avinu being able to crush his enemies and the enemies of the Jewish people, the idea of military might and Hashem controlling all of that, which is so apropos in our time as well. And of course, we know that Avraham Avinu, when he was dealing with Bnei Ches, he could have taken Ma'aras HaMachpelah by force, but instead, there's a pasuk here that shows that Avraham Avinu took his sword and kept it in its sheath. He did not take it out and start any fights or any arguments, but he patiently waited to talk to Bnei Ches and work it through with them and purchase Ma'aras HaMachpelah from them, and that's referenced in this kapitel as well. So again, when you dig deep and you try to search for that buried treasure, here in this kapitel and others, you'll find it. This kapitel speaks about Hagar, and when you look through the words, it doesn't say her name, but there's a pasuk that exactly connects to her, and of course, there's many psukim that connect to Rivka Imenu and all of the chasadim and all of the kindness that she performed, that she was able to show Eliezer to prove herself worthy of being married to Yitzchak Avinu. There's descriptions in the Kapitel Tehillim of a kala, of a bride. You have to search for it, but it's there. The words are there. It speaks about a chuppah. The first Jewish chuppah in all of Klal Yisrael was in this week's parsha in Chayei Sarah, and it's there in this Kapitel Tehillim. It also speaks of her veil. We know that a bride covers her face up with a veil, and that's there both in the parsha and in the Kapitel Tehillim as well. This kapitel speaks about the first time that Rivka Imenu laid eyes on Yitzchak Avinu, which is such a beautiful and poignant moment in the Parsha and in the Kapitel Tehillim. It speaks about Simcha in the palace of Hashem and Simcha in the palace and in the home of Avraham and Sarah and Yitzchak and Rivka. And of course, towards the end, it speaks about the idea of Vatischak Liyom Acharon, that to say goodbye to Sarah Imenu, and we do that every single week when we sing Eshes Chayil to our mothers, and we also have as well our wives, our mothers, and Sarah Imenu was the original recipient of Eshes Chayil, and she was Vatischak Liyom Acharon. That was nothing. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be sad of, because when you're at Tzedekis, there's both here and in Olam Haba, everything is equally as important, if not even better, in Olam Haba. And of course, the Kapitel speaks about the idea of passing the baton, of passing the Mesorah from Avraham to Yitzchak to Yaakov, and of course the mother's role in passing that baton from father and son and father to daughter, the mother's role in that process as well. So again, all these buried hidden treasures, this treasure hunt, if you will, a treasure hunt through Chazal, a treasure hunt through every precious pasuk in the Kapitel Tehillim, of every precious phrase in a Kapitel Tehillim, every precious word in a Kapitel Tehillim. When you go through it slowly and you analyze it and you put it into context to know that each Kapitel has its own Parsha and each Parsha has its own Kapitel, you can begin to analyze it, not even just through your own eyes, but through the mind and the heart and the spirit of David HaMelech. And what could be better of taking that synthesis, combining David HaMelech's words and Moshe Rabbeinu's words in the Torah each and every Shabbos. So that's really the topic here of our Sefer, but it's really not about that. It's about taking a lost, buried treasure, this minhag that existed in Europe only 100, 150 years ago, and dates back past 1,000 years ago to the time of Rav Hai Gaon and the Gaonim, that Klal Yisrael was always saying a Kapitel Tehillim each Shabbos. We were doing it in shul, we were saying it together around the time where we would take out the Sefer Torah from the Aron Kodesh. Each shul used to say that, and my dream and my hope is that we'll each at least start in our own homes, in our own davening, and make these special Kapitel Tehillim part of our weekly Shabbos Kodesh process and part of our being Mavir Sedra, of doing Shnayim Mikra Ve'echad Targum. You'll begin to see the connections. They're all over the place. And it's just gewaldic to be able to go through it and to work through this buried treasure. And I'll tell you one last thing, is that our Sefer and this process that shows the connection, it doesn't cover everything. That there's an opportunity, it certainly doesn't cover everything. And that goes without saying, because Tehillim and the Torah are infinite. Hashem's wisdom is infinite. And so, of course, we didn't cover everything. But the beauty of it is that we didn't forget about things. We didn't miss things. It's really an opportunity for each and every one of you to be mechadesh. You can come up with your own connections. You can come up with your own ideas and your own associations between the Kapitel and the Parsha. And if you do, please share it with me. Please share it with Moritz Siri. Please share it with your families. Cherish it. Because every little chiddush, whether it's within this context of Tehillim and Parsha or anything, you have to cherish each and every little and big chiddush that you might have. You have to write it down. You have to record it. You have to really treat it as a special gift from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So you should all do that. I hope I inspire you not only to start saying the Kapitel Tehillim and to figure out the list and to figure out the connections, but to cherish each and every one of your new ideas, just like you're precious. Your Torah ideas are precious, and you have to cherish those forever. So thank you to Moritz Siri. And again, this was just a quick overview, but I hope that it plants a seed and shows you that each and every one of us can search for our own buried treasures and begin to reveal each and every treasure of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because there's just so many, and your treasures in and of yourself as well. So thank you to the Olam, thank you to Moritz Siri, and I guess pretty soon we'll say maybe a Kapitel Tehillim, and then you can enjoy the special game and all of the other
amazing.
Fun that
So
Moritz
thank
Siri
you,
has in
Rabbi
store.
Goldman. And Rabbi Goldman also you mentioned to me when I was speaking with you yesterday, Rabbi Goldman mentioned to me that the list of like like he just said, every single parsha is connected to a parak of Tehillim. Every parsha in the Torah. You say a parsha, it has a parak of Tehillim. You say, okay, so you want to say Parshas Bashalach, there's a parak for that. You want to say Parshas Bahaloscha, there's a parak for that. You could try to guess which one is which. Maybe you know some. Maybe you could play a game and try to see if you're right. But there is a list that, like Rabbi Goldman was saying, has been passed down from generation to generation, somehow got lost, that we're trying to bring back. I mean, Rabbi Goldman is trying to bring back, and hopefully everyone here can help get a jump start over here. But the list is also in the Art Scroll Tehillim, right? Like you said, in a lot of Tehillims, there have a list in there. So you don't have to make it up. You can probably Google it. Like you could probably, look up the list. Maybe I could put it on the Tehillim. Maybe I'll put on the Tehillim Army chat if anybody's interested, just to see the list of which one matches to which.
That would be really great. If anybody has an Art Scroll Tehillim, you probably can find it towards the back.
I was actually looking in the Tehillim Army Tehillim because it is Art Scroll. I didn't see that specific list.
Right.
But well, maybe like in other ones.
The list is super important. I would never in a million years try to make up my own, say this one, right. I think this one should go with that and this one should go with that. So we're working off, as Mordechai said, we're working off a previously established list that Klal Yisrael used to use and used to say. So it's very much grounded and founded with a precedent, with a minhag, and with a custom. And as I said, Mordechai said, we are working on it. That would be the most exciting thing, is if we could work on it together. That
it's like really a mission. It's like a secret mission. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, thank you, Rabbi Goldman. Let's do Parak Memhe. Let's do Parak Memhe. Maybe we'll do it after. I'm thinking maybe after the Kahoot game, we'll do since tonight's Parak is Memvav, and it literally comes right after Memhe. We don't even have to flip very far in our Tehillim. So we'll do Memhe and Memvav, and maybe I'll get one of the Tehillim readers. Maybe we'll find a kid who's like who is confident enough to do a new parak that's a little long for Memhe, because we're not necessarily prepared for it, but we all have the patience for that. So maybe we'll do it at the end. We'll do both of them together since they're right near each other in the Tehillim. Does that make sense?
That would be great.
Amazing. Okay, Rabbi Goldman, thank you so much. Everybody in Incredible Kids, big round of applause for Rabbi Goldman. Thank you so much for joining us here. You're welcome to come and play Kahoot with us. I don't know how many answers you'll know. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful Shabbos.
Amen. Thank you. Tizkul mitzvahs to everybody. Again, this is the holiest place on earth right now. So thank you so very much for letting me be a small part of it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of people asking me, what's the pin? I didn't share it yet, so you didn't miss nothing. But the pin, it's not a race to get the pin. Okay. The pin now, this is how it works. On your second device, you're going to go to kahoot.it. It's spelled Kahoot.it, Kahoot.it, or on the app, Kahoot app. And the game pin is 722-1147. 722-1147. I'm going to write it down. Oh, I see people are joining already. 722-1147. Wow. Okie dokie. So you already have almost 100 people in the game. I'm going to hold it up over here. Oh, my plumber's calling. 722, guys, my plumber's calling. 1 second. Hello. Hi, how are you? If my kids are listening to this, guys, Devorah and Ahuva upstairs, you could open the door for them, for the plumber, okay? It's like a family intercom system. That could be one of the questions for for the Kahoot game. What kind of crazy announcements the Mordechai make on it is safe to open the door, guys. Oh, remember when the guys came from the other time when I had a spill in the kitchen? Okay, so this is the code. This is the Kahoot game, 722-1147. And give me 1 second. Okay, let's figure out this situation. Okay, so this is going to be really fun. If you just joined in the middle, like I said, this game was created technically not the gate, the front door. No, he's not here yet. When he comes in a few minutes and there's a knock, you could say, "Who is it?" And then you can open the door, okay? Isn't it good that they asked me? Thumbs up if you think that's really good that they asked me. So responsible. You should never open the door for strangers. We've discussed this before. Okay, so we're gonna do the Kahoot game in a second, but I was in the middle of saying that you guys helped make up these questions. So ultimately, I may have been the one to like type them into the computer and sometimes change the wording a little bit, but you guys are the ones who really made up these questions. Sometimes like two people submitted a question. I got hundreds of questions. So like if two people submitted a question and they were like similar, I kind of like mixed them up together a little bit, but they were all inspired by you. So thank you for that. And it makes it even more fun. So, okay, let me just share this. Share my screen. Amazing. All right. So looks like we have, I think we're going to start now. We have 436. Okay, I'm going to give it another minute just in case somebody needs it. Again, if you're just joining now, the code for the Kahoot game, the PIN 7221147. You can see it on the screen over here now. And all right, we have 442 players right now, and we are going to start the game. This is going to be so much fun. Remember, the main part of this game is having a fun time, a good time. If you're new here, you'll still know some of the answers. If you've been here a while, you might know a little bit more of them. A lot of you like to like go rehash some old time experiences, and some of them are going to be really funny too. So let's see who wins. And remember, you could always guess, right? You could always guess, and it's fine. But like, oh, somebody looks really sad that they can't get in. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute, okay? Okay? I don't want her to be sad. Did you get in? I feel like she knows I'm talking to her. She's nodding her head no. You're so cute. Okay. Let's give her a minute because hello, we have 473 now. It's a good thing I didn't start because people are still getting in. So I'm gonna give it another minute because I feel bad. I don't want anyone to be sad. Sadness makes me sad. It's contagious. So anyways, some of these questions are hilarious, and I'm sure if we sat here long enough, we can make up hundreds of questions together. We have such good memories from this year. And some of the questions are not even funny. Some of them are super serious. So it's not like a silly game necessarily, just it runs the gamut of serious and funny, silly, things that you need to use your brain for, things that you just are going to know in your kishkas. Yeah, we have something for everyone in this game. So the way it works, if you don't know, is that once I ask you a question, after I ask you the question, after I ask you a question, you're gonna see like the scoreboard. So it's when it says the answer, you're gonna see like, for example, if you're the Monk Boys team, it will say like Monk Boys are number 1, and then but the next round it could be that the Goldsteins will get higher than them, and it could be that the next round the Super Schwartzes will get higher than them, and the Mazel Mazels, what in the world does that mean? The Mazel Mazels might be higher than them. And the We One DJ might be better than them. And the Weiholtz family might be better than them. And so you never know, because sometimes you can make a comeback. And all of a sudden at the end, you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm really good at this. I won this game. You never know. So never give up. Never give up ever. You never know. Nothing is impossible. What did Donald Trump tell us? Oh, by the way, anyone here working on getting Donald Trump? Are you guys working on getting Donald Trump? Raise your hand if you're working on it. Because I know somebody emailed me like, oh, his grandson's in my class. Somebody said, I don't know. Are you guys working on it? Yeah? Someone's like, my father's a chaplain. He's working on it. Okay. I see you. Maybe if you guys all like go onto the Donald Trump website and like write letters. I don't know. I see some people saying, okay. Can't wait to hear. It would be such a massive cool accomplishment of the Tehillim army if we could congratulate the president-elect, the next president, and show him how we're appreciating that he supports Eretz Yisrael and that he should continue to support Israel. It's important. Okay. Yalla. Ready? 500. We're starting. A Kahoot by Tehillim Army. Tehillim Army Kahoot 2.0. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Quiz time. What was the longest Tehillim Army Zoom ever? Was it the 1-year memorial, like on October 7th? Was it with the Schnitzel guys? Was it with Yitzi Waldner? Or was it with Digital Dove? And remember, if you don't know, it's okay. If you don't know, it's okay. You could just guess, because especially for one of these. And the answer is, I don't know why it's being weird. The answer is, it was with Yitzi Waldner. That is the answer. When he came on, it was 1 minute longer by 1 minute. So it was 1 minute longer than the other one. Type the answer, fill in the blank. And now it's time for, type your answer. And now it's time for, what's it time for? Are you typing your answers? Make sure to spell it right. Can't believe we have 500 families playing right now. Woo! That might even be the max. And the answer is Incredible Kids. But you only got the point if you spelled it with the K's. Let's see who's in the lead now. Okay, Batya and Leia are in the lead with Sivya Zorov right behind them. Let's go. Question number 3. Which of these is Moritziri Zaidi? You're going to see 4 pictures. Which of these is Moritziri Zaidi? Pick the correct picture. Only one of them is Moritziri Zaidi. And the answer is this one right here. That's my Zaidi. Okay, let's see. Wow, White family is making a comeback. Sivya Zorov is still number 2. And we have Ezzy and the Teitelbams and the Middleman kids. If you see your name on this scoreboard at all during the game, that's like a huge accomplishment because there are 500 families playing. So wow. Okay. Quiz time. Which of these did not happen on Tehillim Army? Okay. Someone in Moritziri's house threw up. Moritziri dropped her laptop. There was a blackout and chalent was delivered. So that means that 3 of these things did happen, but one of them never happened on Tehillim Army. Someone in Moritziri's house threw up. Moritziri dropped her laptop. There was a blackout and chalent was delivered. And the answer is Moritziri did not drop her laptop. But yes, someone in Moritziri's house threw up. That was last week. There was a blackout. That was only a couple weeks ago when I was in Miami. And chalent was delivered. Who remembers when the chalent was delivered? Who remembers that? That was almost a year ago. That was such a long time ago. Okay. Let's see. Amazing. Wow, 48 players won 3 things in a row. That's awesome. Okay. We have some real Hasidim over here. Incredible Kids Hasidim. White family is now in the lead with Sivya Zorov really securing her place at number 2. And then the Middlemans moved up. The Strums have joined the scoreboard and the Waterbury Vigos. Wow, I am not surprised. These people are diehards. Okay. Quiz time. Who took over the call when Moritziri lost connection? Was it Ben Sion, Noam, her husband, as in Moritziri's husband? And it never happened. Never happens. Which of these people took over the call when Moritziri lost connection? I love these mothers who are getting involved. So cute, by the way. Whoever you are, iPad, and you look really into it. I also like your tickle. It's pretty. She went away. Okay, the answer is our hero, Ben Sion. Ben Sion, you rock. Okay, look at you, icon of it. That's a Tehillim Army. Okay, wow, pretty strong lineup over here. Do you think we're going to see any new names? Who thinks that they can try to move up a little bit? Let's see what happens next. Okay. Puzzle time. This is when you rearrange some things. Can you put the Price kids in age order, oldest to youngest? By the way, my last name is Price. These are my kids. Can you put them in age order? I don't know how they appear on your screen, but on my screen it says Leora, Ahuva, Shlomo, Devora. And it looks like they're giving you like a full minute to do this. So you can hash it out. You know, the Hollanders are really into it. They're like not sure. I see you. They're like, who could it be? I don't know. I'm telling you, it's this one. By the way, remember, you guys, does anyone here know whose question this is? Was it your question? Raise your hand if this was your question. I'm trying to see if I could find the kid who asked it. There were a few people who said something like this. The Schwartz family? Yeah, this was your question? Okay. We have 13 seconds left to figure this one out. They give you a lot of time for this. I think I probably could have controlled that differently. You're just basically putting them in order. Remember, you don't get it right. It's fine. This is the correct order. 187 people got it right. That is pretty cool. Devora, Ahuva, Leora, Shlomo. Good job. Okay. By the way, my kids are playing. Oh my gosh, look, my kids made it to the leaderboard on top. They're playing and they did not see a single question before. Like literally, they're not cheating. Okay, here we go. Quiz time. Multi-select. That means that there could be a few answers that are right. Which of these places did Moritzi resume from? Okay. The Yad Healthcare Office, the deli counter at the grocery store, the baggage claim at the airport, a coach bus, a nursing home, and the Meridian Hotel. These are the questions. Sometimes I zoom from crazy places. So, which of these places did Moritzi resume from? Some of them I did not zoom from. But which ones? Choose all of the ones that you remember. Probably could have used some more time for that one. I'm sorry if that was too short. But it looks like 359 people got... Oh, this is not saying the right... Okay, I get it. It's saying all the right answers. Okay, so the answers were 4 places are true. The Yad Healthcare Office. That's when I was in Lakewood. I went to my husband's office. A coach bus. The Meridian Hotel. The baggage claim at the airport. By the way, I think that was the most stressful Zoom that I ever ran, the one at the airport, because do you remember when they kicked me out of like so many different places? Yeah. Libra Pero, you remember that? I see you. Hi, Abigail. Okay, let's see who's on the scoreboard now. Okie dokies. This is exciting. We have new people here. Okay. Yes is back in the game. Whoever Yes is, good for you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, here we go. Quiz time. Which was not a prize raffled off on the Tehillim army? One of these. Which one was not a prize? A stender, a set of mishnayos, an electric scooter, a lamp, an illustrated Tehillim, and a drone. Only one of them was never a prize. Which one was never a prize on the Tehillim army? By the way, raise your hand if you play Kahoot in school ever. Any of you play Kahoot in school? The Brownsteins do? Yeah? So fun. It makes it, the Pinskys do. It makes it such a fun way to review stuff. And the answer is a set of mishnayos. We have never raffled off a set of mishnayos, although we once did a whole set of shas for like a bigger raffle. But mishnayos, no. So that was a little tricky. Only 47 people got that one right. I guess it was hard. Yes, we did do a stender. It was donated by the Cohn family. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Actually, was it the Cohn family? The Cohn family and also Shopsies, maybe. Shopsies Judaica. Okay, so we have here the Fruchts, the Brownsies, and the Benzion, the iPad Benzion. Woohoo, this is exciting. Okay. The slider. How many users are the most allowed on our Zoom meetings? On our Zoom meetings, what is the most amount of users, households who can join? Slide your finger to the correct answer. It's somewhere between 0 and 5,000. How many maximum? When does it say no more people can join the Zoom? We haven't had that issue in a while, but last winter we had this issue a lot. And the answer is 1,000. After 1,000, we had to go on a live stream. So the answer is 1,000. I feel like I'm going bowling. You know what I mean? You know, like after you go bowling, like weird stuff happen on the screen. Like it's a what's it called that thing? A strike. No, not a strike. Yeah, a strike, right? Why does it sound weird when I'm saying that now? Wow, 333 people knew that answer. Awesome. Let's see how we're doing on our scoreboard over here. Okay. Nothing major changed. Who was on Tehillim Army with Joey Newcomb? Was it Benny Friedman? Was it his daughter? Was it Aryeh Kunzler? Or was it Donnie Gross? Who was with Joey Newcomb when Joey came on the second time on Tehillim Army? That was really fun. Okay, and the answer is Aryeh Kunzler, and it looks like a lot of people knew that. Awesome. It was actually in Aryeh Kunzler's studio. So they were together. Okay, woo, we have welcome the Ink Chills to the scoreboard. Okay, quiz time. Which email address is linked to the Incredible Kids Zelle account? If you've given money to Incredible Kids, you'll know this answer. Is it moritiri@incrediblekids.org? Is it ikidspodcast@gmail.com? Or is it info@incrediblekids.org? This is tricky because these are all real email addresses. So the question is, which one is linked to the Zelle account? If you had to pay Moritiri, if you had to donate money to Incredible Kids, the answer is moritiri@incrediblekids.org. Not enough people donate. Not enough people donated. If you guys thought it was ikidspodcast@gmail.com. But it was just for a joke, by the way. Okay, here we go. By the way, I didn't make up that question. Like I really didn't. It sounds like I may have, but I didn't. Okay, let's see. Popo is making a comeback. 3 in a row. Popo. Let's hear a cheer for Popo. Popo. Okay, ready? Here we go. Question 12. What's the name of the Incredible Kids Tisha B'Av film? What is the name of the Incredible? Is it Eyes with Moritiri, Israeli Kids, The Kids' Eyes, or Through Their Eyes? What is the correct name of the Tisha B'Av film that we produced this year? Feeling confident with your answers, guys? Feeling good? Yeah, the answer is wow. Okay, Baruch Hashem. The answer is Through Their Eyes. It would be kind of nuts if you got that one wrong, but that was like a freebie over there. Okay, let's see. Okay, and by the way, the speed, the fastness that you answer your question with really helps, but only when you got the answer right. Okay, let's see over here. Type this answer. What time was the story of Elav Arechav? Eastern Standard Time. Players, what time? When we said Elav Arechav, what time was it? Now you could write the Israeli time or the American time. Okay. I made it that both those answers will be correct. What time was it? I'm curious to see if you'll know this. It's hard. I even had to like double check because I was like, I don't want to be wrong. The answer is okay, a lot of good guesses. These are the correct answers. So if you wrote any of these, you got it right. 6:49 or 1:49. Okay. I put AM and PM in case there was anybody who wanted to, but it doesn't look like anyone did that. 6:49. Wow, there are 27 people and the 8 people who said 1:49 got it right. Good job. Okay. Here we go. Moshe is in the lead. The mysterious Moshe. Okay, Moshe, let's see what you got. Multi-select. There could be more than one answer to this. Which places did Moritiri make a video about? World of Coca-Cola, Jungle Gyms, Chuck E. Cheese, and the White House. Which places did Moritiri make a video about? Okay, the answer is World of Coke and Jungle Gyms. Tricky because some of my Baltimore friends here, some of the boys from Baltimore might remember that I actually was in Chuck E. Cheese in the summer, but I did not make that video. They made that video. Some of the boys in Camp Spitz were in Chuck E. Cheese with their camp, and I did a special video with them from Chuck E. Cheese. That was fun. Never did a video at the White House, but I live only like an hour away. Should I do that? Should I do a video from the White House? I feel like it's going to be boring. Do you think it will be boring? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be like, whoa, it's going to be so cool. And then I'm going to see nothing. I don't know. I'd rather stick to like fun places like Coca-Cola places. Okay, let's see. Moshe's still in the lead. Here we go. Quiz time. Multi-select again. Which are the newest prakim we added during Aseret Semit Teshuvah? Okay, which ones did we add? We added prakim during Aseret Semit Teshuvah. Was it Parak Kuf, Parak Mem Vav, Parak Ayin, or Parak Chaf? It could be more than one answer. So which prakim did we add like around like between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur? And the answer is, that's right, Parak Mem Vav and Parak Ayin. Excellent. Okay, how are we doing over here? Tough round. 7 players lost their answer streak of 3. Gotta up our game, everybody. Let's see what we got. Okay. Which guest was Mort Siri by mistake unmuted for? Anybody remember this? Was it with Ty? Was it with Eitan Katz, Yaakov Shwaki, or Yehuda Green? By mistake, I was on unmute and I had a little duet with somebody. By mistake, I was singing and I didn't realize it. Does anybody remember? Raise your hand if you were there for that. It was really funny. And the answer is Eitan Katz. Okay, we had 181 people got the answer right. That was top 5 awkward things. Hilarious. Okay, the Fruchts are in the lead. Middlemans are moving up. Malky Schwartz, welcome. And the carries. Moshe, you're still doing great. And Brat is back in the game. Okay, quiz time. Which one of these Shalshala songs is Mort Siri's favorite song? I love how you guys know so much about me. Is it Mi Ha'ish, like Mi Ha'ish HaChafetz Chaim? Is it Esa Einai? Is it Ekra? Or is it Hakshiva? Which one of these is Mort Siri's favorite Shalshala song? They're like from 100 years ago, like actually from when I was like a baby dinosaur. And the answer is Hakshiva. It came up a few times. All right. Okay. We have Moshe back on top. Wow. I cannot wait to meet this Moshe kid. Yerushalayim is the capital of city of Israel. Is that right or wrong? True or false? Is Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, the capital city of Israel? True or false? Emes or Shakar? Okay. And the answer is true. It was not a trick question. It's pretty straightforward. Yerushalayim is the capital of Eretz Israel. And the Fowlers are back with an answer streak of 3. Good job. I love how this game really like highlights the people who are putting in good effort and having like small wins. You know, it's really good. And by the way, Graham girls, welcome. You know, I'm using your mug. Can you guys see me? This is the mug from the Graham girls. How many days since the war started? This is a really crazy thing. And I'm sorry if it's going to be like a number off. I'm pretty sure I got this right. How many days since the war started? This is painful. This is actually painful. This is not a joking matter at all. And it's important to think about it because there are people who have been suffering this long. How many days since the war started? Well, we're getting closer to the correct answer, and the answer is 411. But if you answered like in a certain range, you got it correct. Like, as you can see here, if you answered from like 397 till 425, you got it correct because it's hard to know exactly the date, but just about 411 days. Wow. All right. Incredible Kid, IK Bonders. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. Question 20. We're almost done. Who did Mort Siri ask everyone to try to get onto the Tehillim army? Please type your answer and don't get this one wrong. Who did Mort Siri say like 2 weeks ago? We have to all try to get this person, maybe the last week, no, 2 weeks ago, on the Tehillim army. And we're all, I even reminded you about it tonight. Players, type your answer. I'll tell you who's not coming on. I'm kidding. We only want to be positive here. And the answer is, oh, you guys, this is hilarious. I should have screenshotted that. That went too quickly for me. The answer is Trump, Donald Trump, or President Trump. Oh, I'm so happy I put in those options because Now, any of those answers are correct. So Trump, Donald Trump, President Trump, it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen. Okay. Question. I think we're up to 21, I believe. So let's go. Okay. Quiz time. What is the Israeli army called? There are going to be some multiple choice. Is it called Sahal? Is it called Merkaz? Is it called Sherutim? Or is it called Rechev? What is the Israeli army called? Two, one. And the answer is Sahal. And for anyone who chose Sherutim is the bathroom. That is not the name of the Tehillim army. I mean, of the Israeli army or the Tehillim army, mind you. Okay. 16 players got 5 questions right in a row. That is something. What do you know? Okay, here we go. Where did Bubby first meet her husband? You guys remember Bubby, or it's too long ago for us? Was it at the entrance to the fish factory? Was it at the train station? Was it at Ellis Island? Or was it at the lipstick store in Borough Park? Where did Bubby meet her husband? Let's see if the Rosenbergs know this. The answer is at the train station. We got a good majority over here. It was not at the lipstick store. She did talk about where she got her lipstick. That was gefilte purple, right? But that is not where she met Zadie. That she met Zadie at the train station in the Alterheim. So, remember he didn't give her an umbrella? You guys remember? Chalav Aleinu Levracha. Okay. Schwartz family up at the top, and the Bonders and the Sokolovs and the Abigail and Moshe. And PY is back in the game. Let's go PY. Okay. Here we go. The pasuk says, Ela v'rechev. What is a rechev? Ela v'rechev. How do we not fight? A horse, a donkey, a sword, a chariot. Which one of these is a rechev? It's a good question. Thank you to the person who made this submission. The answer is a chariot. Wow, 363 people got the correct answer. That is awesome. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, people are moving up. We have Malky Schwartz back with us. Welcome back, Malky Schwartz. Sokolov kids, your sister with the green sweatshirt, she's like on her A game. If you are a little faster, you could win this thing. Hey, what happened to sister with the green sweatshirt? She just dove off the chair. Brother with the check shirt. What happened to sister with the, oh gosh. Pin the answer. Are you ready? Which of these kids is Stevie? Click on Stevie. Click on Stevie. Click on Stevie. Which one is Stevie? You know you like this question. It's a good one. I should have done we could do a whole Kahoot like this. Just click on the right kids. Players, which one is Stevie? You got 10 more seconds to decide which one's Stevie. There are 3 boys here who said Tehillim at our, look at that. Look at the concert down below. Look at that. Look at our Tehillim army. Oh my gosh, so many submissions, so many different clicks, but only the clicks that were in this area covering our friend Stevie were correct. Who here knew that was Stevie? Okay, here we go. Last question. Do we want another unmuted concert? It's a poll. Yes, I dream about it, or no. Concerts are lame. They're not my thing. I need to take this very important poll. Wow. Okay. That it looks like the people have spoken. I will definitely consider this suggestion. Okay, guys. Our third, second, and first. Here we go. Look at the final scores. This is amazing. And the winner is Malky Schwartz. And also a Schwartz family at number 2. Number 3, the Brownsteins. And we just saw number 4 and 5. And this is really, really, This is really, really, really amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow, look at this. So we have Malky Schwartz, the Schwartz family, and the Brownsteins. Wow, that is so exciting. Now, I will say that, like, you can't win this game if you're not like a regular Tehillim Army member. Like, I feel like it would be almost impossible to win this game if you were just guessing the whole time because of the fact that you need to get it right and you need to be fast. So, you know, in all probability, I think that would definitely be really, really hard. But I would love to see the incredible Schwartz kids. I don't know. Is this you? Were you the Schwartzes that won? Could you unmute yourselves? Because either way, I want to say hi. Could you unmute yourself for a second? Oh, man, I just do it again. Do it again. Sorry.
Hi.
Did you win?
It wasn't us.
Oh, but hello. Hello. Do you still have your light up ones? Do they still light up?
Yeah.
They still light up? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. From the concert last year, they still work? Did you ever change the battery?
Nope. No.
I don't believe it. It doesn't make sense. It's like the Hanukkah candles that never went out, the whole Hanukkah. It's like 2 of them? Mine went out at the concert.
We got 3, but one of them lost the battery.
Is that not a miracle? Is that not a miracle? I'm just want to put that out there. Is this a miracle? Nes gadol haya po. Okay, nice to see you. Okay, hold on. They're not the winners though. I mean, they're always winners, but they're not the winners. I just want to see if I can figure out who the winners are because Schwartz is such a common name. Are you the Schwartz that won? Because there's 2 Schwartzes that won. Are you the Malky Schwartz?
We're both.
We're both.
We did it
You're-
on 2 different. I was
What?
Malky Schwartz and Schwartz fam.
You're a double Schwartz? That's crazy. So you won on 2 devices?
Yeah.
Were you like playing against each other type of thing?
Yeah.
Wow, you are. I want to play something with you guys because I like competitive people. That's fun. Do you guys play a lot of games in your family?
Yeah, sometimes.
You're probably really good at it. Where do you guys live?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn produces very competitive people sometimes. So that is really cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here, Schwartz kids, and Mazel Tov on your double win. That is really cool. That is so cool. Remember, you're incredible, okay? And that was really cool. Okay, so we got to meet the winner. All right, that is so cool. Well, congrats to all the winners. That was so fun. Should we do it a 3rd time this game? I mean, not like tomorrow, but wasn't that so fun? Who had fun playing? That was so fun. Okay, now we are with, like I always say, without further ado, but this is a little serious. While you take out your Tehillims, we're gonna still do I know it's super late. This might end up being the longest Zoom of all times. I know it's super late. I'm gonna try to move. We're gonna do Mem Hey and Mem Vav. And then after we do Mem Hey and Mem Vav, we're gonna do the raffles. You also, Leah Leshkowitz, Layla Lesh, you also have from the concert that work. This is crazy. I have to reorder the same ones if I ever do the unmuted again, because these ones are like, they don't go out apparently. Okay, so we're gonna do the Tehillim. We're gonna open up to Mem Hey and Mem Vav. So like usually we just do the Mem Vav, but since this is Parshas Chai Sarah and we're gonna practice doing the Tehillim that's connected to this week's Parsha, we're gonna read through it as quickly as not quickly, but we're gonna read through it with a Tehillim reader who's like a real experienced Tehillim reader. So raise your hand if you think you could lead the Tehillim. I'm looking for a boy who could lead the Tehillim. That's like a really good Tehillim reader. Let's see over here. Burnham MR. Could you unmute yourself? What's the MR?
What?
What's MR?
I know you're
Oh no, it's just R. Burnham R.
My mother bought steak press star.
Oh, she by mistake pressed.
I guess.
That is like the best. You know, it's like imagine like I said, like, why is your name like what's your name?
Danielle.
Imagine I said, like, why is your name Danielle B? And you're like, by mistake, my mother made a B on my birth certificate, you know? That would be hilarious.
You remember Yechiel?
Do I remember Yechiel?
Goldman?
Yeah.
You remember I was in the background?
No, I honestly didn't remember that you were in the background, but now that you're
He's right
saying it,
across
your
the-
face,
He's right
looks.
across the.
Yeah, are you from Silver Spring?
Yeah, he's right across the street from me.
Oh, okay, okay. Your parents got very famous this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were like on 2 podcasts.
yeah.
Are you like, was that like so exciting for you guys, or you didn't care?
It was pretty exciting. Well, it was kind of exciting for me. Also not because, well, I'm not gonna spoil it.
What?
My mother probably doesn't want me to tell the secret.
Oh, no secrets. This is a very public place to say secrets, so please don't share secrets that your mother would be upset about. Okay, so we're gonna say some Tehillim, Danielle. Danielle, this is a new parak for us, Mamhe, and remember, this is the parak that.
What page is it?
In Tehillim Army Tehillim, it's on page 90.
90.
Which is actually really cool because that's the age that Sarah was when she gave birth to.
I actually just learned Chai Sarah this year.
Okay, hello, this is crazy. There are so many hashgacha things happening in this moment in time. You learned Parshas Chai Sarah. We're on page 90. We're doing Parak Memhe. We're doing Mem Vav next on the next page. I think we need to start right now. I'm getting so excited. Okay, Parak.
Daddy, come.
Get the daddy involved.
Dad, you need to see this.
Daddy needs to be
I'm
there.
gonna believe anything.
Daddy, well, she's talking to Danielle.
No way.
I'm just saying.
Yes!
Yeah.
It's really happening. Danielle's about to lead Tehillim for the 585 families. Hi, you're Fuzzy. Hello. Oh, look at that. Did you just get home from somewhere?
Yeah.
I was out shopping and now I'm gonna go teach a class in DC.
Amazing.
I'm
So
so
look
proud
what
of this
happens.
man.
When you come back from shopping, anything can happen. Your son might be leading Tehillim. So let's go, Danielle. Are you ready?
Amazing. Go for it, Danielle.
You're going to do great. Take your time.
Amasech al Shoshanim Levnei Korach Miskil Shir Yidi Yidos.
Lamanatseach al Shoshanim Livnei Korach Maskil Shir Yedidos. By the way, Danielle, I forgot to tell you, since this parak is a little long, we're not gonna pause to repeat it. You'll just say it, and everybody will say it along with you. Okay?
Rachash libi davar tov omer ani ma'asa lemelech leshoni eight sofer mahir yafisa minei adam hutzak chen besif so secha al ken beracha Elohim lelam chador charbcha al yarech ki bor hodcha v'hadarech v'hadarcha slach rechav al devar emes ve'anvot tzedek v'sorcha no ra'o os yeminecha chitzcha shenunim amim tachtecha yiplu believe o hamelech
You're doing great. Keep going.
acha Eloheinu Elo ve'ed shevet mishor shevet malchusecha ahav tzedek bestis na resha al hein meshachacha Eloheinu Elohecha shemen sason mechaverecha mor ve'ahalos ketios kol big tosecha min heyoch le shein mine simchus hucha benos milachim beyog rosecha nitzva shegal yomnecha bechesed fear shmi vas or ive hati azneich v'chi amech uveis veis of Hamelech Yech Ki hu Adonai Yich Vehishtachavi Lo Uvas Tor Bemincha Panayich Yechalo Ashiwe Alam Kol Kuvoda Vas Melech Penima Mimish Betsos Zahav Levusha Lir Kamos Tuval La Melech Besulos Chareha Reoseha Nuvaos Lach Tuval Na Bismachos de Gil Tevo Ena Behechal Melech Tachas Avo Sechav Yehiu Vanecha Te Shisimo Lesarim Bechol Haaretz Ha'azkira Shemcha Bechol Dor Vidor Alkin Amim Yehudocha Holam V'ed.
Second, I don't know what just happened. Oh, there. Okay. That was beautiful. That was amazing. And what's so beautiful is that, since I wasn't saying it responsibly with you, did you almost feel like maybe nobody was actually there? Because I saw so many kids in their homes, like whoever this, hold on, it's moving so quickly. I can't even see, but I see so many kids, like it says Hidari family. And, I see Ari is a Zoom name. It's a girl sitting there. Cyril Abraham on the Zoom account, incredible Frank fam. There are so many people who are saying Tehillim with you the entire time, even though it is such a long parak and it's new for us. So thank you. It is a very special class for us that you led that. Yeah, what?
I have some shout outs.
Yes, please. Of course. You waited for this moment.
First of all, to Yechiel and Moshe Whitman, Yechiel Siegelman, Torah School of Greater Washington, and my sister who's having her choir practice right now. And
oh boy. Oh wow. And that wasn't even prearranged.
And my cousins all my cousins in New York.
All the cousins in New York, right?
Basia and Enya Victor.
Okay, that's amazing. Danielle, I hope I can meet you guys one day. We're not too far. We're in Baltimore. It's just an hour away. We can maybe meet at the White House. Right?
No.
Okay, bye. Thanks for doing this for us. Okay, and now Parak Mem Vav. We're gonna do this one responsively, quickly. I know, there's a lot going on here. We're gonna unmute the chills. Hello, sweet kids. Hi, chill. What are your names? Hold on, we lost you. One more time, unmute yourself.
Aryeh.
Aryeh. And what, Sivya?
Yeah. Tehillah.
And Tehillah, welcome. Where are you from?
Brooklyn.
Okay, thank you for being here with us. So we're gonna do Parak Mem Vav. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Pasuk Aleph, and we'll repeat. I'll repeat after you, so we keep the momentum alive. Lamanatseach livnei korach al alamos shir.
Elohim lanu machase va'ezra b'tares nimtza me'od.
Elohim lanu machase va'oz Ezra v'tzaros nimtza me'od.
Al ken le'nera b'har hamir aretz uvmeit harem belev yamen.
Al kin lo nira behamir aratz uvemo harem believe yamim.
Yahemu Yachmeru Me'mav Yirasu Harem Begah Avaisai Isela.
Yahamu yachmeru mimav yerashu harem begavaso sala.
Nahar Kalagav Yasamchu Ir Elohim Kadosh Mishkene Elyon.
Nahar pelagav yasamachu ir Elohim kedosh mishkene elyon.
Elohim Bekirba Bal Timait Ya Azraha Elohim Lefnais Baikar.
Elohim bekirba bal timo yazraha Elohim lifnos bogar.
Hamugayim Matu Mamlachais Nasan Bekailai Tamug Arat.
Hamu gayim matu mamlachos nasan bekolo tamug aratz.
Adonai Tzavais Imanu Misgav Lanu Elohe Yaakov Salah.
Adonai tzevaos imanu miskav lanu Elohe Yaakov Salah.
L'chu chazu mif'alais Adonai Asher Shatam Shamais Ba'aretz
Lechu chazu mifalos Adonai asher sam shamos ba'aratz.
Mashbis Milchamais Ad Ketzei Ha'aret Kashes Yeshaber V'kitzetz Chanes Agalais Yisrael Ba'esh.
Mashbis melchamos ad kitzei haaretz kashas yeshaber v'kitzitz chanis agalos yisrof ba'ish.
Harpu Udu Ki Anochi Elohim Arum Bagayim Arum Ba'aretz.
Harpu udeu ki anochi Elohim arum bagayim arum ba'aretz.
Adonai Tzavais Imanu Misgav Lanu Elohe Yaakov Salah.
Adonai tzevaos imanu miskav lanu Elohe Yaakov Salah. Okay, wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. And chill, and all of you kids, the chill kids, I'm gonna say the Misha Beirach, but let's have in mind all of the chayalim, all of the soldiers, and of course all of the hostages, and particularly tonight the hostage whose name is Avinatan ben Ditza Tirza, for his safe return back to Eretz Yisrael and to his family, and right now, and all of the hostages. And also tonight, I want everyone to just think in their mind a quick special tefillah for somebody that I know personally. His niece needs our tefillos. Tamar Nesia Bas Talia Simcha, 1.5-year-old baby who needs a big refuah shalema. Okay, so please Hashem. Misha Berach Avosenu Abraham Yitzchak V'Yaakov Moshe Aaron David U'Shlomo Hu Yavarich V'Yishmar V'Yatel Es HaShavuyim Es HaChatufim Yisrael Ves Kol HaChayalim Ha'umdam Al Mishmar Atinu V'Nelchamim Neged Ayvinu Ba'avor Sha'anu Mispalim Ba'avuram B'Schar Zeh HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yamali Rachamim Aleihem V'Yoshiim V'Yotziim Mitzara L'Rabacha U'Me'afil L'Ora Mishiba L'Geula Hashta Ba'Vukala U'Bizman Karev V'Nomar Amin.
Amen.
Okay, thank you. Yes, you can say. Okay.
Go first.
And silver and the
her best mitzvah is the Sunday.
Oh my gosh, Mazel Tov. And is she on the Tehillim Army?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so special. Isn't that fun that your friends come on too? I love that. Did you want to say something also?
Nice. That's gonna be
Yeah. Shout out to the Chills and the Silvers.
Amazing. Okay. Okay, tell us.
To you and your family and
Thank you. That's so kind. I love getting that. Okay, thank you guys. Okay. And okay, we're finally up to our raffles. We're going to do our raffles now. You guys are so awesome if you're still here. It is so late. I think this might officially be our longest one, but I don't know. I have to check the timing. Let's see. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna open up the wheel over here. Okay, like I said before, this is an exciting prize for like a family. Like it's not like a fun prize, like woo, like we got a Slurpee. It's not that kind of thing. To get this special book that I'm showing you is something to learn. It's Torah, it's beautiful, it's different. And I think it's something nice to even like just learn like at the Shabbos table, even like it's that kind of thing that I think that maybe I'll try to do. It's not really like a storybook, this Parsha and Tehillim. We have 2 of them to raffle off tonight. So we're going to raffle them off, and then we'll do 2 Incredible Kids packages as well. So let's see over here. We're going to first do these 2 Svarim called Parsha and Tehillim hand in hand. And okay, here we go. I'm going to share the wheel, and let's see. Our first winner of Rabbi Goldman's brand new Sefer is... The winner is the Schreiber family. Okay, the mysterious Schreibers. If they had an email address, they could email me, though, ikidspodcast@gmail.com to claim their prize. And the second winner is the Teitelbaums, challah@gmail.com. I love these email addresses, challah roll. I wonder if they like sell challah rolls, if they eat challah rolls. What do you think? Okay, now for 2 Incredible Kids packages. And I love how the small family actually pointed to the hostage who we dedicated for tonight. Could you keep that there, small family? Because I want to show it to everybody after the raffle. Okay. Our next winner of the Incredible Kids swag is Incredible Kids merch is going to the Summers, stiisaacs95@gmail.com. And our second winner of Incredible Kids fun package. I know, Rachalea, you really want it. I know. Keep davening. It might be you. Incredible Reuben family and Reuben90@gmail.com. Amazing. And like I just said, wait, I can't remember their name now. The people that I just saw holding up the hostage picture. Oh, man. Where did they go? No, I can't remember their name. Who remembers their name? My kids are running downstairs. Oh, the small. Thanks, Ahuva. Okay. Hello, small family. Can you zoom in on the picture of, is that him?
Hi.
Hi. Can you zoom in on the picture? Like put it in the front so we can see him. He's a real person with a real family. No, how do we say his Avi Natan? It's a very cool name. It's like a combination. Avi Natan. So we are davening for Avi Natan ben Ditza Tirza, and that's him right there. He's a 31-year-old, 31-year-old man who does not belong where he is right now, and he needs to come home. So thank you. What's your name, sweetheart? What?
Ariella.
Ariella,
Ariella.
Ariella, I love your visualization. I love that you were holding that up so everybody can see that we're talking about real people, right?
Sure gave it to us. I sure gave it to us.
You're sure. And did you laminate it? It looks like it's laminated, or did they give it to you like that?
Gave it to us like it.
Do you like look at it a lot or not really?
Sometimes.
Right. Does it help you like daven better when you see that it's real people?
A little.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for adding. That really added to the program, and I like that we're ending with that. So, Ariel, do you want to end off with me? What are we going to say to everybody?
You are
Or no matter
on.
what, right? No matter what's going on in your life, check out the new episode, but then also remember that you are all
Incredible kids.
okay. That's Ariella, everybody. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Good Shabbos, and don't forget to say the Tehillim.